So hi there, I'm James. This is one of my very first videos with my voice. Hopefully things will work, so bear with me. I just wanted to share to people on how I made a video on how to capture images and use them for training AI images for LoRa's via software like AI Toolkit. So yeah, let's hope this video goes well. Probably going to take a few little trials and errors, as this is my first video, and hopefully you can keep up and I don't make too many mistakes, and well, hopefully you can see the screen. So this is the main UI for ComfyUI. What we're going to do first, we're going to set up some nodes so we can load some images. So double click anywhere on the canvas, type in load image from batch. This will be to tell the workflow where you're getting your images from. I'll set up all the nodes first and then we'll go through the rest. So let's set up a simple text. This will be used for people that want to use trigger words and stuff. Download reference model. Over to run model. Text concentrate. This is where you can join two things together. In all my workflows, I always try and leave myself a note so I know what's going on, because you can always have a brilliant workflow and then come back to it a week later and can't work out what the hell you've done. So obviously we need to save a text file. And I also like to do a show of text so you can see what actually was generated. A bit bigger, hopefully you can see it. So we're going to join these up. I'm going to go image to image. This will be used for our triggers. Florence model to Florence model. This will be caption to there, caption to there, and file name text to there. So when it generates the text to match the name of the image, it will automatically populate it. Now that is technically, people, how it is done. That is it. There's going to be some changes. So obviously, because we're doing more than one photo in a folder, we change this. Again, because we're doing more than one photo, we change this. We'll put these to both false. I don't know what they do, but I think it's got something to do with the extension and stuff. This one, for some reason, I changed to this. I didn't use the Microsoft one. I don't know why, but that's the one I used. I like to always choose more detail, so it scans the photo a little bit more. And we also change this to fixed. That one's okay. That one's okay. Now the string, obviously, will go to the text file. Change that to 0. Yeah. And don't need that because we've got it over there. Right. So that looks to be it. You may be asking why I've not filled out these bits yet. We'll do that in a second. So we're going to go over now to my folders. So if I click that and click that, you should be able to see now that I've got some images in here. The two here are actually the generated AI girl that I use on Instagram, who I'm designed my own LoRa etc with, and as you can see, there's no captions in there yet. The rest I just randomly took off the internet so we can show how it works. Now, as you can see in here, there's a file area there. I'm going to right click, copy it, and then we're going to go back over to here. In the path, we put copy and paste. And in the same file over here, copy and paste. Now, as you remember, we had 7 photos. So the note I always put here is on this one. Set how many photos to capture. Run. So as you remember, it was 7. Add 7 in there. This bit I'm not going to use at the moment. I'm going to explain why. But first we're going to run it. And let's see if it does anything. So I'm just going to show you my command. So you can see where it is. And we're going to run it. First run is always going to take longer. Has to load up models, etc. So fingers crossed. Let's see. So as you can see, it's starting to spit stuff out. Okay. Taking 10 to 5 seconds each one. Move you over to the file. Leave it there. You'll start to see now the text files are coming in. So if I click this one, which matches this file, it comes up with, just share it with you. You can see here, make it a little bit smaller. Hopefully you guys can see that. A portrait of a woman standing against a plain light grey background. She wears a beige tailored blazer with a deep V-neck and matching trousers, etc, etc. Okay, so you got the gist of it. What it's picked up in less than 7 seconds. It's finished off, by the way, all the rest. So now let's go back to the main window. Now this bit here is something I only learned a little while ago, where you can use it to automatically put in your triggers. So let's say, for example, it says here woman. Yeah. Now let's say my trigger word is, I don't know, let's just put in yes. Okay. And what we change in here is I don't know why I said change in here. Actually, we don't. We just bake it into this. So if I just do 1, it should add it already in here. So you don't see it here for some reason. But if we now go back into the folder, go back into this one. Oh, which one did it put it in? That's the question. Okay, so what I'm going to do is delete these. Told you we're going to make a mistake on the first video, didn't I? Delete all them. We'll run it again for all 7. Go back. 7. Run. Right. Let's wait to see which first one comes in. Maybe I have done it wrong on the first video. So here we go. Yeah, here we are. Perfect. So if I show you that part there, it should be that one. No. There's all the prompts come through. Here we go. So you should be able to see here. Can't zoom in for you, but it's put Jess already at the front. So it'll put your trigger words at the front of the prompts for you and just saves you a lot of time. Hopefully this has helped. I will try and do a better video, but as I said, this is my first ever video. Hopefully it helped you with something, and please leave your comments below. Well, I'm shocked. Very first video done, so let's see how it goes.